Welcome back to T Control Show Season 1. I am Panu Pradeep. Today we will try to learn some amazing facts about why are extracurricular activities so important by Mr. Pawan Karthik. Welcome Mr. Pawan Karthik.
Hi, Banu.
How was your
It's a
day
moment
going
of.
on?
It's good. I was busy with my regular projects and works. What about yours?
So I am also with my regular works, my internship and everything.
Good.
Mr. Pawan Karthik is a trainer by passion and a final year student of engineering from TKR College of Engineering and Technology, belonging to Electronics and Communication Department. He also had a great experience of training many people in advanced robotics and Internet of Things. He also had completed various online courses, specializations in advanced robotics, programming, and cloud services from NPTEL, Coursera, and many more. So it's a great honor to have you on this show today.
Great honor to attend the show, Banu. Thank you.
So there are a few questions for you today.
Waiting for it.
Adding your personal experience make us feel inspired.
I would love to add my personal experiences and maybe.
Can we
Yes,
start?
let's start. Yes, let's start.
So here the first question. What are the extracurricular activities you perform in your daily life?
Okay. Coming to my personal activities, like extracurricular activities in my regular day, uh, it varies from the day to day or month to month. I used to paint. I used to delineate my projects or something else. In the past, I mean, in the COVID situation, I used to work on my projects. Though it may sound weird that it means my extracurricular activity, but it's my way of doing my works. I used to do projects like inventing one bot, writing programs on like gaming, short gaming, similar. And yes, as a regular one, I will play chess. Uh, some Jenga game is my favorite in recent times.
Okay.
That's it.
So when did you start giving preference to extracurricular activities in your career?
Coming to extracurricular activities, I realized that extracurricular activities that makes us feel good are most important for us, other than my subjects. Though it doesn't make me feel good, because
Okay.
going to a corporate system where you will be studying from morning 9 to evening 6 is
Yes.
boring. Whereas a 1 hour gap where you will do your work like playing, chatting, or something else which belongs to your own is, is I believe that is the extracurricular activity that we have. And
Okay.
it is easy to do
Okay.
that.
Okay. How do you choose an extracurricular activity that suits you?
Which suits me in, as I said before, extracurricular activity which makes me feel good and which makes me happy is my extracurricular activity, though it may
Okay.
make me in my future, like after some time it may be bored for me. Like I
Oh,
used to paint, but I'm
okay.
not painting at present, so it varies. Which makes me happy is my extracurricular act. And I never get bored when I'm doing robotic projects or programming, though it
Okay.
sounds weird. It's good. It entertains me. That's it.
What kind of paintings do you do?
I used to paint in the past. I used to draw like doodle art, if you know,
Yes,
and
do
some
that all. Okay.
sketches, canvas painting, maybe.
Okay.
I used to call them canvas painting, but not. I will not say that, though it looks weird, but it's nice in my point of view.
Okay.
And yeah, some pencil sketches of
Because you
my.
said it that makes you feel happy.
Yeah, I used to paint of my own paintings. Since my
Okay.
childhood, I was most attracted towards the drawing thing since my childhood. It used to be a regular subject in my curriculum. I was
Okay.
keen to it. And though it sounds weird, I used to paint Rangoli in my childhood.
Okay.
It's
So
it's a job, something.
so you
Feels good.
said you do robotic projects. So what type of robotic projects have you done in previously?
Starting in my starting side or where I was thinking of it. I used to make remote control cars, Bluetooth
Okay.
control cars, and coming in the basic projects like line follow robots, which are used for competitions, and coming then we used to track obstacle avoiders, and later we evolved to our team, like one of my friends and some people evolved from those projects to some bigger projects like drones, and later implementing some programming to it, like computer vision programming to it, and
Okay.
some other projects like crawling robots. Presently, I'm working on a spherical robot, which I'm most
Okay.
interested to it. But though the money matters, it gives us the enjoyment that we feel.
So why are you so fascinated in designing robots?
So
If
coming to that point, in my first year, I started to think of what to do because I'm not interested in my studies.
okay.
Go out because I used to have my own passions, like as every child. In my eighth, I used to think I will become a doctor. In ninth,
Okay.
I thought of becoming joining an army, and
Okay.
then I started fixed that I will go and I'll become a policeman. And
Okay.
later, I don't know where to go. BPC, no. MPC, no. Then where should I go? Okay, my parents decided to join me in MPC. I joined, completed BTech, got something or the other college. And when I came to
Okay.
college again, what should I do?
Same
Here, it
routine.
started from one same routine. And from one workshop, I was keen into like robotic workshop that was conducted in my college in the first year itself. I was most
Okay.
interested to it. What is this? What can I do in it? What is my future scope? I started to build, and regularly it became a habit
Okay.
of doing the same work. As Pablo Picasso said, like doing the same work makes you perfect. I used to do
Okay.
the same work even though it is boring. I used to do it, and it makes me happy. Like moving a board in front of you that you
Yes.
made makes you amusing. That wow, what should I do more than this? It
Okay.
gives me more enjoyment.
That first year workshop made you find your fascination.
Yes, I would love. I would like. I would say fascinating. That it made my life to realize that what can I do? Because I
Yes.
cannot say everyone will get with in the first year itself. Because
Yes.
there are my friends who dropped out from the first year itself. That's
Yes.
the different part. They found their own path.
Yes. Choosing that path is very difficult to us.
Yes, I would say like choosing a path makes your life vulnerable if you choose the wrong path. If you
Yes.
choose
Yes.
the correct path, you will burgeon your life. That's it.
Yes. So, is there any priorities in choosing an extracurricular activities, like technical or non-technical?
As I said before, I cannot prefer these are the extracurricular activities that you need to take, but which makes you happy, take them as your extracurricular activity.
Yes.
But for the students who are preparing for MS, has to take some prior extracurricular activities like exploring the world, reading new
Yes.
technologies. These are some extracurricular activities that you make in your resume that you should have to select in top colleges. It
Yes.
makes
Yes.
them feel that this guy is interested or keen towards his passion, because your passion should be available in your extracurricular activities.
Yes.
That makes you something great.
Yes. How do you balance your academics and extracurricular activities?
Academics and extracurricular activities, yes. Academics are, for me, academics are like something eating sweet while eating food, because we cannot eat every time we eat the food, right? We cannot take the sweet every time we eat the food.
Yes.
So academics, I will be going with the academics not regularly, but I'll be going in the weekends or some prior days. Of course, as all the BTech students, I used to study one day night before, but it doesn't work well because of the lack of knowledge and all other things.
Yes.
Managing both extracurricular activities and academics, of course, you have plenty of time when you compare academics and extracurricular activities.
Yes. Yes.
I spend much of my time when I get leisure, even in the holidays, like even in the college in the break time. I used to think of what to do in my projects, how to develop my project. how to think of it and make it useful for the friends or look fabulous.
Yes.
Managing is simple in your mind. If you have interest to it, you can make it. There is no need of arranging a timetable and make sure that you should follow this. You should have like going to college from 9 to 6, and from 7 o'clock you should work on your project. There is no rule for me. When I was most interested towards my project, I used to skip my academics. And
Yes.
when I thought academics is most important, I used to skip my projects. It doesn't mean that I have no prior schedule. I'll go
Yes.
with the flow itself. I suggest go with the flow, but never ignore one or the other because both are important in your life. You should maintain the balance.
Yes. We should maintain that academics and extracurricular
Yes.
activities.
Along with it, you have to maintain your health because most of the people forget while maintaining the both, they forget their own health.
Yes.
It
Yes.
happens
The
in that
the
really.
health is the main criteria. So if we
Yes.
not have good health, we cannot do anything. We cannot balance our academics, extracurricular activities, everything.
Um, More than that, you should be capricious. You should be able to change from one or the other. If
Yes.
one situation is arriving to you, you should be changing to that situation, not like, I cannot do this. You should
So you
change.
should be adaptable. You should be
Yeah,
adapt to
that's
any situation.
yeah, it's adapting like a cockroach to the dust,
Yes.
something like that. Yeah.
Are there any courses or specialization you have done so far?
Coming to specialization in courses, yes, I have done many. I in my like I have completed NPTEL courses on electronics part, like connecting the PCB boards, electronic circuits, and
Okay.
designing one sensors. That I have completed some courses in along with programming, R programming, data science related, Python programming. In Coursera, I have completed about 200, 150 courses. I thought of become doing a world record for it.
Yes.
I
Yes.
just missed the record with 10 courses like that.
Yes.
I was so disappointed even though. But yes, it's good. Like doing when I'm doing a course, it gives me new knowledge and new technology that I'm unaware of. I've
Yes.
completed maybe 150 normal courses in Coursera and around 10 specialization courses in Coursera and general other courses from Purple, other Udemy, and others. There are many I cannot name. I used to spend much of my COVID times on this project.
Yes. Website you prefer for online courses?
Okay, when it comes to the people who prefer technical knowledge, I prefer Coursera. It's best for technical knowledges because they give practical explanation in it that you can understand, and you should submit your own projects from the works they give you. And if you want theoretical knowledge, yes, I will support NPTEL because it's good. They'll give a depth knowledge of what it is, but they'll not give a practical explanation of what it is. Though they may be giving for one or two, three courses, but Coursera they are giving much.
Yes.
If you're not at Coursera is somewhat you should pay money and you should do something. If you are not willing to do from Coursera, yes, you can do it from Udemy. Yes, Udemy is one of the most favorite from the past 1 year I have seen. They are developing.
Yes. How to choose a course that would be suitable for us?
Course suitable for us. Yes.
Like there are multiple courses, like if you take a Python, so there are multiple courses. How can we choose that this course is better than another?
Uh, as I before saying what it is, what we should choose, I'll say what it is happening in the present situations. Many
Okay.
are seeing like who are planning for MS or someone who is planning for to get a job and settle in their life are uh, focusing on the main topics like data science is much evolving in these stages. They are giving lakhs of salary for them, and they started to learn data science without the knowledge of what it is. And
Yes.
some are like, data science is related to probability. I'll go with other course, Python. It is easy for me. even though there is mathematics in Python, they don't care about it. So there is lack of knowledge what it is before going it. And coming back to your question, to choose a course that is suitable for us, you should know what you want. You should think what you want to become. For example, I thought of becoming a robotician in my second year. So I started much on robotics. I have started digging it up. And after one part, I have reached like nodes of it. Robotics is one type of branch of tree. When you went to the trunk, you will get other branches.
Yes.
You can go in any direction. But you should have a prior knowledge of what you are going to do, what you want to become. And so advising for the best should not take what which are evolving now. You should take the courses that are going to evolve in the future because you are not going to work at present, right? You will
Yes.
be taking 1 or 2 years or maybe 3 years for research. So at that time, the technologies that we are using now, this will not be. For example, C is the programming that we have learned in the my first year. There is lack of C in present around surroundings. There is
Yes.
much evolving in Python. There was much evolving in the last year. There was much evolving for R.
Yes.
Before then, Java. There are some programming, and according to my knowledge, in the future there will be high range for blockchain technology. It's
Yes.
very good, and it's the Solidity programming they use is wow, it's amazing. I cannot say that because it's a design of front end and back end where you can develop it very hard, and it's very hard to crack it down.
Yes.
And other technologies for non-technical students, I would suggest for medically, I will suggest for uh, medical. I am not that much expert, but I would say the cancer treatments are most important in the recent times because I have been working on the medical side for the past 2 3 years. There's many cancer issues and mainly brain people like where who are working with
Brain problems. Yes.
neurology and brain damage. These are some places that we don't know. Like in India, there are very few people who are aware of these technologies that we have. So focus on the new technologies that are going to come, not that are running presently. Uh,
Yes.
as I said, robotics is a past technology that is being run from now. Even when I get to the trunk of robotics, I'll be choosing the other part.
Yes.
Maybe
Yes.
machine learning, deep learning, or some of the other
Nanorobotics
parts.
is evolving. So
Yes,
at
nano
present,
robotics is one of
nanorobotics.
nano
Uh,
robotics.
they are using in
We cannot
surgeries.
yes, surgical robots are mostly I was trying to build one, and of course you cannot get a patient, so we cannot do it without the authorization of the professor. So it
Yes.
varies. You should choose properly. There are many courses outside the world apart from data science, machine learning, AI.
Yes.
Most of the people focus on Java. That is different. Go with your passion, which you're interested. If you're interested in stock marketing, yes, it's evolving in the huge days.
Yes.
Go with it because every scope has its own future. If you are keen towards it, you can go grow it.
Yes.
Because stock marketing is not the present or it's not a new technology. Most people are interested towards it in the past 2 years, so it became rich. If you are
Yes.
interested towards it, go for it. There is no particular technology that this is the best one and this is the worst one. Every technology is the best. You
Yes.
just need to go deeper and deeper, deeper.
Okay. How do you handle a tricky situation to get it solved?
Tricky situation. Yes. If I get a tricky situation, I would just first I'll give it a smile. I'll try to solve it by smooth ways, like I'll remove all the prior works, try to solve the tricky solution so that I can sleep peacefully. Because having a tricky solution makes my mind vulnerable. I cannot sleep, I cannot do any work, I cannot focus on any of the objects. So I
Yes.
will complete that work in the first, even though it's the other works are prior or I need it as urgent as ever. There is no issue because what delaying one work may cost me around some marks or so much money. But solving a tricky job makes my mind cool. It
Yes.
gives me new knowledge. What are the issues? What are the facing problems? If the work is that much tricky, I will divide the work. I'll give
Yes.
it to my subordinates or my friends. I
Okay.
will never ignore the tricky solutions like, yeah, I don't know, I'll leave it. Even if I don't know, I'll try to solve it. Because solving a tricky solution gives you new knowledge
Yes.
that you
Yes.
don't know.
Yes. So, do extracurricular activities show any impact on our resume?
Yes, majorly, I can say. Uh, while hiring a company, while a company is hiring you, they'll check your resume. Like
Yes.
they'll go through all the accomplishments, they'll go through all your certifications, your academics, and all. But we ignore the part where with the extracurricular activities or hobbies they mention it as. They'll say like all of them mention it as swimming, football, basketball, some other game.
Reading.
Yeah, some or binge watching in the recent times it increased a lot.
Yes.
Binge watching, but very few people mention like creating a work, doing projects is my extracurricular. Because extracurricular activities defines what you are interested in.
Yes.
If you are interested in doing one particular drawing, for example, so they will imagine, okay, he is an artist, he's a designer in it. So he had new ideas. So they'll think of your behavior. Many companies will analyze your behavior through your hobbies. So if you
Yes.
have proper extracurricular activities, they will hire you. There are many people who have extraordinary extracurricular activities and none of the certifications or none of the internships, and they will get a wonderful package because may in the present days everyone are keen towards what is the package, what's the package, what's the package. Yes, that's the main part. They'll check your extracurricular activities. They're much more interested in it. You should mention like reading novels, they say. But while reading novels, you can change it as analyzing the novels. Because reading the
Yes.
novels does make your mind glow or flourish.
But
But
analyzing is a very important
analyzing
part.
the analyzing it will make your mind not only your mind but your health itself. Analyzing, I'm most interested towards one particular book written by APJ Abdul Kalam, The Wings of Fire. The book was so intense that I have read it twice, but the words in it are so intense that I need to read it once again so that to understand what here the author is saying. I cannot read it as a newspaper going through all water, blah 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 blah. I should analyze it, what he's saying, what he was trying to say. So that
Yes.
makes us understand. So if you're having that much in your extracurricular activities, the companies are ready to hire you. There are many companies that, apart from your academics, of course, very few companies focus on your academics. They almost focus on your other activities apart from your academics. Those
Yes.
are extracurricular activities. Everything that you do apart from your academics is extracurricular activity. The
Yes.
most you focus on will become your future. Simple.
Can this kind of activities be turned into a full-time career?
Yes, absolutely. And yes, for example, is here itself. I'm the person because I'm not into robotics. I did not join in CSP because robotics are mostly intended towards programming, though there is
Program.
an electronic part, but most is evolved on programming. I'm not a CSP guy, so I'll be focusing on other
Electronics.
parts like electronics and how to design a bot. And of course, I can design it, but how to run it, I need a programming guy. So
Yes.
it differs. Coming to the activities, that there are many activities. There are artists who work as their like they paint for their time pass and they become the great
Painter.
painters.
In days of times.
Leonardo da Vinci was once his extracurricular activity was painting, and he's
Yes.
the best painter in the world when you check
Yes.
him out. There are many people. I'm most intended towards my ethics, like I cannot say ethics, but my culture.
Yes.
I would used to read the Mahabharata.
Yes.
The whole epic, I can say that it's an epic. In
Yes.
that, I was most interested towards Krishna. His activity, like extracurricular activity, was riding a chariot. He
Yes.
was the expert in it. And
Yes.
later, he became even though he's a king, it made him the world great teach preacher. I can say that. So yeah, I was inspired from that particular point that you should have one extracurricular activity that you need to focus on. When you're
Yes.
tired of your regular knowledge, you should focus on it. You should grow that extracurricular as deep as you can, so that
Yes.
even if your academics leave you in your life, your extracurricular activities will help you to grow in your life. That
Yes.
is
Yes.
my very big point that changed my life. So yes, focus on
Who
your extracurricular activities and you'll flourish.
who is your motivator? Like your motivation.
Motivation. It varies. I cannot say that he is my all-time favorite, because in one particular field I may come across one particular person. Like when I was child, my inspiration was my brother. He's a robotician and he's working well and good. Is one of the finest robotician. And when I started evolving, when I came to BTech, my inspiration was Abdul Kalam due to his writings and his works, because I
Yes.
was not interested in the history in my childhood. And
Yes.
later on, it changed to other persons. Some actors was my passion, like they were my inspiration for some time. Uh, there are many, like Emma Watson was my once my inspiration because of her works towards the society and all. It varies. Presently, if you ask me, yes, Abdul Kalam is all my favorite. He's my inspiration. His works were fabulous and amazing that it inspires me a lot.
He is also my inspiration.
Yeah.
What is your goal in life?
Uh, Goal in life.
Apart of robotician.
uh, Goal in life. Okay. Regular goal, I can say, to settle in life, to earn a lot of money is my goal. To earn that much money that I can live with it throughout my life. Of course, money is a thing, is an addictive to say. When you try to earn more, you are addicted to it. You need to earn more and more. Apart from money, I need to earn more respect from my all the beloved persons around me. I don't need strict behavior, because everyone say that my words are like strict person. They see me as a serious person, even though
Yes.
I'm a joyful person. But I would like those people to make me a comfortable person. Like they need to see me as a inspiration. I need to become an inspiration for my subject, or like for my friends. That is
Yes.
my goal. One or the other day, I'll try to become
When do you generally feel bored?
bored when I lack of ideas. I mostly feel bored when I was lacking of ideas, like what to do. I was in the starting of COVID situation. I don't know what to do. I was like, I cannot teach one person because there
Yes.
was not development in online teaching. So I was like,
Yes.
what to do? What can I do? I cannot go outside and buy the components and do some project. I was like,
Yes.
okay, what can I do in programming? Who will teach me? Because I'm not a CSE guy, right? I learned all the programming from I was like, what should I do? What should I do? That's the time when I feel bored. And whenever I feel bored, I'll to try to do one of the other activities, either play Jenga or either draw paintings or
Yes.
either do something or the other. If I was that much bored, I'll try to sleep. That is the best method to avoid boring. But
Yes.
sleep is like I used to sleep fastly. I used to sleep about 10, 11 hours a day, and it later turned to 3 hours, 4 hours,
Yes.
depending on
Yes.
the work.
Yes. So you said you have done more projects. So which is your favorite project?
Which is my favorite project. Actually, there are two personal projects that I love the most. One is with my below my classmates is face detection quadcopter. Our idea of designing was different. When it come to implementation, it changed totally. We
Yes.
thought of designing create like a particular drone that is traceable to the radars, and we can detect the faces. And our my particular what is it? My partners were dealing it, and they cannot be understanding, or they were frustrated due to the failure of works.
Yes.
And
Yes.
of course, it I was frustrated to my work because I was failing regularly, and that project was my favorite. And of course, we solved it to one end, and we completed the project so that we, we can come out of it and we can evolve it afterwards. And the second project was, of course, it may sound weird. It was related to the programming part, breast cancer project. I was doing this project in my second year
Yes.
using R programming. It was being taught to me by Coursera, I think so, or not Coursera. It was an NPTEL course coming through. They was
Okay.
teaching breast cancer, how can it be solved. Many people don't know what it is, like breast cancer, what can be done,
Yes.
why
Yes.
it is caused. Uh, in the present analysis, that is caused 90% of the females are affected due to it,
Yes.
and of
Yes.
course that is passed to males afterwards. I was so embarrassed at the time to discuss this particular point with any of the persons because they were working on lung cancer, so they can speak like when you inhale, you can there is
Yes.
one particular obstruction. But I was working on different paths. I was working on breast cancer. Even though the study was extraordinary, it was an interesting. I need to collect a large amount of data. I need to collect about 60,000 data samples from the hospital, even though I
Yes.
got online, but it is was difficult for me to understand what it is. And
Yes. Yes.
yes, that project was so intense that I came to know that this is the part where I should focus more. Medical is the part where I should focus more through robots
Yes.
so that you can implement all because breast cancer process when you go to a hospital will cost you around 10,000 for you.
Yes.
Why can't we do that on like I can invent an app. I can implement the same analysis towards it using the express. You can scan the express and implement it. Yes,
We
it's so
can
easy.
reduce to
But
5,000 or 2,000
yes,
cost.
when scanning and like electronic scan, like UV scan, it takes you around 4,000 maybe in the high end. And for scanning those images from your phone, it takes around 2 minutes and 0 rupees. So I was
Yes.
thinking of it and I tried to implement it as my focus professors at that time from the Coursera or that particular platform. They advised me that you cannot implement it on online because it may be giving privacy security and they may cost you around your life.
Yes.
I was challenged. I was side and I was threatened also from some side. So that was the project I was most interested in. And presently, I was once again working on the project using other languages so that I will get a
More
particular
accuracy.
like grip on my languages and the project. Yes, these are the
Yes.
two projects that attracted me most
That
and
was a great
all
answer from you.
favorite.
So which one do you choose to clear your boredom and why? Extracurricular activities, online courses, sleep, sit idle.
Actually, it depends on my mood. Uh, I will give percentage of for the activities that you said. Extracurricular activities, I'll give 40%. It's my
Okay.
all-time favorite. Online classes, not like academics online classes,
Online
but yes,
courses.
online courses. I'll say yes, 20% maybe.
Okay.
Sitting idle, yes, 10%. And remaining, I'll give it to sleep because I was tired due to work and maybe lacking of sleep. So sleep makes my mind fresh. So
Yes.
I'll give much more for sleep. Now, I'm not a sleepy person.
To
I'm not an
relax.
idle guy. When I remain idle, I'll get mental issues. I'll be getting crazy ideas. So that's the reason I will not stay idle. And my problem is I cannot stay idle. I will be
Yes. Yes.
always inclined towards some or the other work. So
Yes.
that's the reason. Those are the percentages. And maximum, yes, extracurricular activities. And the second priority goes to sleep.
Yes.
Last priority is idle. Online
Yes.
classes. Due to the COVID
Last.
situation, I was not interested towards the online courses. If the COVID situation doesn't arrive, yes, maybe it may be causing me first place or second place. That's it. Due to the COVID situation, it is in third place.
Yes. Yes. You are getting irritation continuously
Yeah,
online, 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 online.
that's a great part where I was irritated the most.
Sitting at one place and doing everything.
Not sitting at the one place, but you're to the lack of knowledge within ourselves or within the students or within the teachers. It became
Yes.
critical for them to teach. They were struggling for their level best, but it gave us the irritation because we are accumulated to the offline teachings and started a new type of online. Is like, what? Why am I paying the fee? Why should I go to college? Heavy burden. Like it changed.
So,
Thoughts were evolving, fighting in myself. So that's the reason I was totally like hatred towards the online classes.
so this
Online
is
course,
becoming
yes.
your extracurricular activity now, online.
Yeah, that's one of it.
I have a small rapid fire for you. Are you ready?
Yes, keen towards the rapid fire. Yes,
Choose anyone. Games or music?
music. I love music.
Traveling or partying?
Traveling, no parties.
Movies or web series?
Web series, not drama web series, but thriller web series.
Desserts or coffee?
Desserts or coffee? Desserts. I don't drink coffee.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Boring, charming, boring. That's the way because I'm not interested. I'm a like how can I say? I'm not capricious. I'm not changeable. I'm not more towards emotional things. I stay
Nice.
in my own mind and my own world. That's it. Maybe.
Thanks for sharing your experience and spending your valuable time with us.
Thank you, Banu. It's same here. Thanks for inviting me.
So let's catch in the next episode with another amazing guest. Till then, bye bye.